Dreams in which I'm dying. It recurred in many forms, followed me in different places, through various stages of my life. Amphitheaters, supermarkets, school trips at skiing resorts. Sometimes it played hide and seek or spoke in riddles, but it always ended the same. In my dreams, the monster killed entire crowds, emptied whole streets, but it said, "I came for you." And that was love to me. I came for you. I will hurt you, but I will savor it. Take the time to make it mean something. I suppose that is how I sought to understand, how I explained it to myself. It kept happening because they could feel, could sense something in me. The teachers and the principals alluded to it enough. If wherever she goes it won't stop, well, who's the common factor? Of course, we drew different conclusions from that. Rotten or special, choose your flavor of outcast. I, for one, had made my choice. I preferred the sublime to the banal. It wasn't some wrong time, wrong place mix-up. It wasn't me who was all wrong. It was just how the story went. Monsters came like assassins, like world-devouring angels, sent down from some mysterious sky. After what loomed all day, that descent felt like relief, a promise fulfilled, a mercy. I heard you're not supposed to die in dreams. Yet I did. I died many times and survived it. I cracked my skull open, drowned in public fountains, limped with 2 bullets jangling in my brain, moved into a dorm in my pale, hollow version of heaven, and read my mail from home. Of course I could imagine myself dying. I knew what it felt like. To fall off the face of the earth, backward and in slow motion. To watch as people wipe out your features, chalk lines on a blackboard, all so they can rewrite you, with a many-mouthed slander that has the force of erasure. I can see now how badly I ached for sense, how I tried to cram my suffering into the structure of a narrative I knew, the chosen one, the hero whose 1,000 faces could perhaps be mine, if I rearranged it a bit, if I recentered the plot. Day after day, I was dazed, blanked out, ash grey. But in a limbo on the flip side of my eyes, this frightening presence knew my name. So at night, I mulled over the same scenes, meeting, predation, thwarted escape, agony, and sometimes its aftermath, sitting silent in ghostly transparency on an old yellow couch next to my German teacher. I wasn't so much preoccupied with the specificities, the trivial horror of my daily torment, as with the essence of it. I cared about the nature of cruelty, of violence, of all that my life had soaked up like a dirty sponge. I looked into that tar-black water as some do in cups of tea, desperate to discover some hidden messages. It's funny how easily images slip from one realm to the other. Rows upon rows of chairs, rows upon rows of teeth. Still, though the obliqueness of dreams might obscure them, don't get the wires crossed, the metaphors twisted. The monsters were not the schoolyard mobs. Them I didn't care to redeem or romanticize. They had pushed me out of the world and therefore had no place in mine. The monsters were life, the big bad universe that, in spite of it all, I tried very hard to love, to belong in, to belong to. Working on that miracle required efforts close to transfiguration, so I conjured up gruesome embraces, deaths that were somehow personal, intimate, deaths that were not disappearing, but a way to endure.